Today is Saturday, the 22nd of June. My name is Max Freeman, and I am here with Mustafa C. Freeman in beautiful Sierra Leone, and Philip. I don't know your, but Philip Freeman in Ghana. And the purpose of today's interview is for you to tell us about the work that you've been doing there in Sierra Leone and the plans to expand that to Ghana and how we can do some amazing things by working together. So I'm going to turn the microphone over to you, Mustafa, and you can tell us about what we have coming up for Philip to get out there. And I want to invite more people out there to help you. And so we're going to do a series of these interviews. That's the point of this short one today. So go ahead.
Oh, well, marvelous, Max, for your introduction. And I think Philip have already learned a lot about you. Philip, I don't love to talk about much about Max. Max is a great guy, you know, have free ideas, and love to see, you know, the least man, you know, make it up in life. So like, I met Max, and Max is great. So, you know, Max want to see how he can, you know, come up with some marvelous idea and see how he can make Africa be a better place by believing in a lot of natural stuff. Like Max believe for us that, you know, if we plant more trees, we can save Africa. And he wants Africa to be in a lovely place where me and you can see Africa as a better place to live, not, you know, by thinking of you living to Africa and maybe escaping from the Mediterranean Sea to go to Europe. You can be in Africa. So we are trying to see how we can build an epic center here in Sierra Leone, where Max have done a marvelous, they have done part payment. We have paid the lawyer, that is the judge working for us. We have paid the surveyor that is going to work on the land for us. We have paid the 10% of the government. So now we have already have our first payment for the landlord, the owner of the land. So when you are coming down to Sierra Leone, you can get a lot and you can land and take a view. The place we have, the Epic Center, where we are going to build a very big hub. Max want to do a marvelous stuff for you. So like I brought you down to Epic because Epic is an internet cash money. We are, it's going to run for 10 years. So we are looking for 2019 to 2028 or something like that. So as for now, Epic white paper is up. I think I show you the white paper because I tried to give you an idea for you to come to Epic. But by then you are balancing, saying, oh, I'm not going to join or something like that. And you have a lot of, I said, yes, but come on board.
Since glancing through the white paper, I've seen that there's a lot of ideas that we can use to build Africa. So coming out of the Epic, I think it's a vast to bring in a lot of young people to set up their own ideas, put their own projects on top of the Epic blockchain so that they can sell their product or services to the international market. And in exchange of it, they can take Epic Cash and then
you're right.
to the local currency. So
you're right.
Epic Cash has a very big potential for the African market. Yes, so I am ready. What about Dash Date in Africa? I am ready for us to do the same thing to help Epic Cash to reach that global standard.
Marvelous. Max, Philip, why we decided to give all of the name like Musta Freeman, and we want to see you can get Philip Freeman because we believe in free society. So like Max is marvelous, and Max changed my name, so I'm a Freeman for now. And you don't need to, you know, bother and wait for the government to come and change things. We want to do our own. We say no to government, we want to run our own. So that's why Epic came into existence. And Max is the CEO of Epic, and Max wants to do a marvelous stuff down here. So Max, I've been with Philip like since 2014 when the Ebola outbreak. Philip helped me a lot by set up Bitcoin against Ebola, where we have a lot of money bouncing for people that are quarantined for 21 days during the Ebola, when I lost my mom. So Philip helped me a lot. I went to Ghana in 2014. And from there, I came back. I spent like 3 months. I gone again for block show. We have a block show project, usually ongoing. And Adi Chris is the CEO of that project. So me and Philip, in 2017, we went to Singapore to see how we can help to work on, digital money. We have been suffering a lot to see how we can spread digital money all over in Africa. So I decided to bring Philip on board to see how we can start this trip. He will be living from Ghana, coming down to Sierra Leone, and he will be stay in the Epic space that's, the Epic community is helping to sponsor. So presently I'm doing the house, and then I want to fix up your bed. I want to fix up air condition, and you have to come with some mosquito. I think, Philip, you have to come with some mosquito, medicines and pesticides, because we have some mosquitoes sometimes when it comes to rain season. So you have to come with that. So Max, if I'm giving up a feedback, the office space is ongoing with some of the rooms that I'm working on. So Philip will be staying in one of the rooms instead of him getting an hotel where it can cost us. We want to minimize costs. So Philip will be coming down and stay here. From there, we are going to cross to Gambia. But first and foremost, we are going to go to some of our sisters country, which is Liberia, Guinea. After we leave from those countries, we can come back to Sierra Leone and take off to Gambia. Gambia is another very good place where we want to see how Epic can stand. We want to see how Epic can cut across different Africa countries. So we want to end up even in Botswana, where me and Philip is like, having a very big gun lady there is the Bitcoin lady. His name is Alakanani. She has been into the Bitcoin community for more than 10, 15 years. So we want to meet her again. Yeah.
Actually, she brought us into Bitcoin. So
yeah,
she has a center. She has a center over there and ready to bring in more people when we have the meetup, so that they can have the education on the Epic Cash, and probably we giving the participant $1 worth of Epic Cash, showing them how they can also manage by themselves. I think that's a good opportunity.
Yes. Yeah. So like Philip, Max have a lot of opportunity that he want to give us. It's up to us. I think Emma, I think you are there with us again. So Max want to give us a lot of opportunity. I'm not going to say Max alone, but the Epic community. So if you are in all of this thread, those guys want to see how Africa can be a better place. So we want to get a lemon farming project here. That's the same project like he was trying to discuss with you as well. So if I'm coming to Ghana there after Gambia, moving to Nigeria, we want to catch up the Nigeria guy as well. From there, we drop down to Ghana. So we want to see how we can get some of these major countries where we can make Epic can stand. We want to beat Bitcoin. We want to beat Bitcoin. So we want to set up something that is more bigger come 2028, because it's a 10 years project that we are running. So we are praying and hoping to have more courage.
Getting the centers will be very good, so that when the centers are available, people can come there every weekend. We can have meetups, new customers coming to learn more about Epic Cash. And one thing is, Mustafa, you're already running an exchange. I'm also running an exchange. So it will be very good if we are doing buying and selling of Bitcoin. We can add Epic Cash to it. Then we can tell customers to buy Epic Cash and they can sell to us. And we can get developers to integrate Epic Cash payment onto our various remittance platform. So that we can pair Epic Cash to BTC or USD on the platform for people all over the world to use Epic Cash to send money to Africa, not only in Ghana, and not only in Sierra Leone, but other parts of Africa.
Yes, that's why we are that's why we want to start the tour. I think the tour, Epic will be launching July 4th. next month, so you don't have much
that will be
time.
in Sierra Leone.
Yeah, that time you'll be in Sierra Leone. So I'm already coordinate, and you will be live in the media. I've coordinated that in the media, one of the most biggest media. I will be coordinating for you to speak, and I will get some guys, young guys, that we can set up the meetups. So we need you here now. I think a lot of people, like I've been started to do some adverts that we are going to have. Philip, one of the most biggest, cryptocurrency,
Advocate.
business guy in Ghana that will be coming to Sierra Leone, and will be coming to talk much about Epic Cash. And Epic have already done a marvelous stuff for we, because we want to do a lot of good stuff that we can employ a lot of young people to see how we can cut down a lot of unemployment by giving them some jobs, teaching the kids how to code, getting a lot of projects that we want to start up, like the printing project. We want to start the printing project. We want to start a lot of projects. That's why Max is bringing a lot of good ideas. So I think this trip between me and you is for us to send strong feelings, because I've already talked to some of these young guys when I was in Gambia. They are waiting for you as well, for you to speak with them in Gambia. Moving from Gambia, we are going down to Senegal. Senegal, we are going to have a lot of young guys again in Senegal that will be love to be heard about this old stuff, because Akon is coming up with his own coin, which is Akon coin. 2020 is going to launch it. So we have to work fast to see how we can integrate Epic Cash into the system. By the time Akon will be coming up with his own coin, I think we can do marvelous. If you take a look, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg have already come up with his own coin. So I believe if we come up with our own coin, that one can be more marvelous for us. And at the same time, again, we want to see how Epic can stand, and we want to see how we can make Epic be something that all Africa can get a lot of job from it.
All right, well, that's wonderful. I just went off mute. So, Philip, why don't you tell us about what brought you here? I know you were wearing a Decred shirt, if I remember correctly, and I think you're currently wearing a CoinFest shirt. So maybe you can tell us about CoinFest, which I think is an international phenomenon now, because I know I heard about a CoinFest in Sierra Leone in 2019. In fact, I think I may have sponsored that one. So tell us about yourself. Thank you, Mustafa. That was wonderful. Over to you, Philip. I'm going on mute.
Oh, I'm also glad. I'm very happy to join the Epic family. I'm currently working on the speech that I'll be giving to the participants of the event. And I think the Epic Center, we getting some in Ghana will be a very, very good, so that we can help train young people. We set up mining centers, let them know how they can build projects on top of the Epic blockchain, how they can sell their products and services to the international market, exchange for Epic Cash, so that the Epic Cash, the economy can grow very well. So I think it's a very good idea. And this is my first time of going to Sierra Leone. And Mustafa have a very good following in Sierra Leone. And I think it will be very good to go to the media. So we're going to the media there and getting the word out for them to know that this is what is coming up in Sierra Leone. Epic Cash is coming. If you want to receive cheap remittances, if you want to save money for the future, you just get yourself into Epic Cash, you save it. And this is similar to Bitcoin with so much advantages over Bitcoin. So just come and try it. We're giving the participants $1 worth of Epic Cash for them to do trials of how the currency works. I think it's a very good idea. And I and Mustafa have been doing border trading, and I think this is the time for us to add Epic Cash to our trading, the Bitcoin trading that we are doing. Because I know that for Dash to be what it is, one of my guys, he was trading Bitcoin and he added Dash to it. So the attention on Dash came. So I think we added Epic Cash to Bitcoin.
We can make it possible. We want the kids, the kids in school to know about Epic. And I think, Max, school will be closed next month, and school will be open September. I think we have been talking about doing the 100 chairs, decks and chairs for the school-going kids, and we have to get the logo of Epic, or we just write the Epic like it's donated by Epic. So if we give that to 2 schools, I think it will be marvelous for us. I think that one, because come September, if we can plan it now, come September, we can just do the donation to the schools. I think that one
Yes,
is, and we have to
absolutely.
let kids know about the plantation as well, because we have to continue the plantation. Max, I'm telling you, the people want to see you cut across in all over in Sierra Leone. When I was in the media, people called me, asked me, can you guys come to our village to do this tree planting? I said, yes, we are going to come. So like a lot of people want to see you. And I'm telling you, and if Philip come down here, we can hit the president, because I think the president want to make the longest bridge for now. So that bridge is like, it is won by some company, maybe United States and Chinese. So I think they are working on it now. So with the coming of Epic, we have already, because the judge said, we are safe. And anything we want to do in regards that we have security now in Sierra Leone. And it will be
Right.
our legal man. Yeah, it would be our legal man towards all the project that we want to undertake in Sierra Leone. So I think it's a very good, moves for us.
You did a fabulous job. It's amazing. Good job, buddy.
Thank you very much, Max.